Bear Talk, things about design, tech, and productivity. A few days ago, I had lunch with one of my colleagues, and she said that she's taking some time during the Zoom meetings to turn off the screen and just listen to the conversation. And while she's doing that, she's doing her nails. And she finds it's really easy for her to concentrate and listening better while she's doing nails. But yeah, it would be good to not let other people see that she's doing this, or maybe just let them know. And that conversation is really interesting because it started a thought from me that by listening well in the digital age, we might need to change the default state while we are having online meetings. Take Zoom meeting or Google Meet, for example. You will always see your thumbnail at the top right of the screen, right? So by doing that, I'm not sure if you're same as me, but for me, at least 30% of my attention spent on looking at my portrait. And sometimes I just feel, oh, am I got the right hair, or are those people notice something wrong on my background or other things? So I'm not 100% concentrate on the conversation that I'm having with other people. So recently I started to turn off that function so that I cannot see myself during an online meeting, and the performance is much better. And that guided me to another example that one of my podcast guests, Chao Chen, she shared one of her tips. So Chao is a life coach, and she spent a lot of time doing online calls with her clients. And sometimes her clients doesn't want to turn on the camera, do some old-fashioned conversation via a phone call. So during that, she finds that if her client doesn't want to show their faces, and she will follow, but by closing her eyes. And by doing that, she can really focus on the conversation, and she can notice some tones, some atmospheres, or even some emotion details via the conversation. So that, I think, probably means the active listening. And recently, while I'm doing the online meetings, I started to just look at the camera without looking at the people's face. So this might sound a little bit weird, but if you try that, you might find that you are spending more attention on people's saying rather than look at their backgrounds or look at their faces. And sometimes it's really helpful. When you look at their faces, you can notice some details. But recently, I find if I just look at the camera, I can listen well. And by doing that, that will help the communication between us. After all, it's not about you, it's about the conversation, and it's about how you might able to learn from other people and deliver your message by listening well. Thanks for listening. This is Bear Talk. Let's see you tomorrow.